Hey, welcome. Weekend profit projects, okay? That is our topic for today. Honey, if you are looking to make some money, then come on in to the virtual building. It's your girl, LaShonda Henry here, aka Sister Sense. Always excited to share things you can do to work on your money, your marketing, and your sales goals too with strategy and intention. So I'm jumping on here with you so I can share 3 weekend profit projects. This is for my boss entrepreneurs looking to make some money. Okay, honey. I'm actually thinking about one particular client. I had a clarity call about 2 weeks ago, and she said, LaShonda, I want to make some money this month, and I need you to help me figure out what I need to do to make that happen. So, inspired by her and possibly even you too, that's what we are going to do. Okay. We're going to talk about WPP. Drop that into the comment box for me. Okay. Whether you're watching live or via the replay. And of course, if you are watching me via the replay side, you can always remember to drop into the comment box hashtag replays rock. But I definitely want to see WPP into the comment box if you want to intentionally work on weekend profit projects too. Little projects, things that you can do to generate revenue on a consistent basis as an online entrepreneur. Okay. Entrepreneur, solopreneur, business owner, all the things. So I am actually going to be dropping today. I'm doing a pop-up webinar workshop, and I'm going to drop 23 of these, but I'm going to get y'all started, okay, to think about what you can do. I don't know if you've seen, but everybody is dropping some sort of holiday sales promotion, right? They're like, go to my shop and get this, go to my shop and get that. 30% off, 40% off, BOGO, buy one, get one, all the things. Is that something that you can do too? Do you have an online store? Yes or no? Yes or no? So, when I talk about being in a place where you can generate consistent profit, to me, there are a few things that you can do. One, you can get set up for sales, and making more offers is number two. Okay. Getting set up for sales means that you are in a position to actually generate sales because people are ready to pay you, right? They got their debit card out, they got their credit card out, and they're looking to go to a page to pay. Okay. Today, are you set up? Do you have an online store? My client, love her to pieces, Dr. Doriana. She reached out to me, and we've been working together for about 2 years now on her website, worksoffaith.net. And she said, okay, LaShonda, I'm ready for the next thing. I want to put together a store. We've been building over time, by the way. And one of the things I love to say is to phase in your greatness. And so when we started working, she wanted to create a website where she can talk about herself and what she does as a professional, where she can share her book and information about her family. And it was very informational to start, number one. And then number two, she said, okay, LaShonda, what I want to do is I want to add some resources and tools for people in my community. We did that. Then she said, number three, I am ready to rev things up. I want to add some videos, some interviews, some YouTube. And we did that too. So she's consistently coming back and up leveling, right? Phasing in her greatness. That's something for some of y'all to keep in mind. Some of you guys want to be where you want to be like yesterday, but you got to do it in parts and phases. I say that to say this past week, she reached out to me and said, I am ready to create an online store. I'm ready to do some more, right? Is that something that you have? Do you have an online store, or do you want to create one? Or do you need to update one that you have in existence? Okay. So, one of the things, hey, Mommy Slays is in the building. Welcome, welcome. Let me put on my eyes real quick. I see y'all popping on in here. Hearts, feel free to share this out. That's what it's all about. Hey, Lioness WPP. I see you. I see you. Marty Maudlin in the building as well. Yes. So, I want to make sure that when we talk about weekend profit projects, one of the first things that I can do is to encourage you to create an online store if you don't already have one. Okay. We are going to dig into 3 different types of online stores that I absolutely love creating for myself and entrepreneurs. I'm a web designer, by the way, if you don't know, using some of my favorite low cost, no cost tools. I'm actually going to drop a few tools on you today So yay! Before I do the full training tonight, by the way, if you would like to participate in the 23 Weekend Profit Projects webinar workshop, feel free to sign up. You can always go over to sistasense.com/WPP to learn more, okay? Whether you join us live or on the replays side. And of course, Sister Sense, that's me, SISTASENSE, sistasense.com/WPP, okay? So, the first weekend profit project that I'm dropping on you is I want you to think about creating your own online store, especially during the holidays when everybody's dropping all of these great promotions. You want to be able to drop one too, right? So, one of my favorite low cost, no cost solutions when it comes to building stores is a platform called PayHip. Pay me on my hip. PayHip. Do you have an online store? Yes or no? Do you have one? Do you want to create one? Or do you have one that needs to be updated? Those are some questions I want you to ask yourself. If you're looking to create one, PayHip is definitely an interesting platform. I've worked with helping some of my clients integrate PayHip into their own brand websites, and that's one that you can look into. And by the way, if you want to try out PayHip through me, you can always go over to sistasense.com/PayHip, PayHip, to check it out through yours truly. Okay. So creating an online store, sitting and taking the time to create something that you can sell your products on is definitely one thing that I recommend. Hey D, welcome, welcome. Now this is particularly useful for those of you who are in a space where you think to yourself, I want to sell products. I have stuff. I just don't have anybody buying my stuff because my stuff isn't online. Well, then take a weekend to put some of those things that you have sitting there collecting dust as opposed to digital dollars and actually sell them. Create your online store, get set up for sales. Okay. That's one activity that I want you to do. Or again, if you already have a store, maybe you take this weekend to update the store or send people to the store so you can generate more, right? Something intentional around your online store. That is strategy number one. I'm going to drop 3 on you today, okay? And like I mentioned before, you give such great content. Thanks for sharing. Hey, Tess was in the building. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to share 3 of 23 on you. So definitely feel free to check out PayHip through yours truly over at sistasense.com/PayHip. And let me know if you have any questions. Arelta is in the building. Hey, my love. Mwah. Miss you, miss you. Thank you so much for checking in. We are talking about things you can do when it comes to generating revenue, AKA what I like to call weekend profit projects, right? First one being creating your own online store. That's number one. Number two, especially when it comes to generating increased revenue, increasing your profit per sale. One thing I love to suggest you do is to create what I call the BBBs, big, beautiful bundles, please. And at this time of year, creating an end of year bundle is definitely something that you should do if you've been putting together some wonderful things that you've offered to your clients and your customers throughout the year. Okay. So, first one to be clear, online store, number one. Number two, putting together an end of year bundle, right? Especially when it comes to creating something amazing for your existing customer clients. I always love to talk about how you can create bundles by turning old offers into new ones. Okay. And so when it comes to the end of the year, the last quarter, I talk about how you can get back on track and back to business. And so every year, faithfully, I create a BOT back on track bundle, right? And as a matter of fact, if you were to go over to sistasense.com/BOTB for back on track bundle, you'd be able to see the new one that I have for this year, right? So can you think about some things you've put together that you sold and you can put it into a big beautiful end of year bundle? That is solution number 2 for you. And then last one that I'm going to share, okay? Because I'm just jumping on here super quick to share a few of these with you. And if you want to go through all 23, weekend profit projects in detail with yours truly, make sure you're a part of the 23 Weekend Profit Projects one-day webinar workshop I'm doing tonight at 7 p.m. EST, the live and the replays, okay? So even if you missed the live, you can always catch it on the replay side over at sizzlesense.com/23WPP, okay? So the last one that I love, love, love is to share a Love It list. I love lists. I love them. I love to write them. I love to read them, consume them. I absolutely love it lists. Okay. And you can create them in different ways. One way is to get paid with free. And honestly, that's something that I did this past Friday. I was working with someone and we were working on their money goals and getting clear about how they were going to generate revenue going into the new year. And so, one of the things we talked about was subsidizing their income, possibly thinking about using different credit resources. And they were interested in some of the things that I had to share. So I said, okay, here's a particular platform that I want you to try out through me. Okay. And they did, and it worked out. And in that moment, I had the opportunity to get paid with free. What that means is because they signed up to that resource through me, I generated a commission through affiliate revenue. Okay. And so I have a list of resources that I'm connected to as an affiliate partner. And when people sign up to those platforms through me, I generate revenue. So when it comes to you intentionally using your weekend to create profitable projects, remember I said to you, two ways to do it: set up for sales, number one, making offers, number two. So when I had the opportunity to speak with said individual and we were talking about their monetary goals and going into the future, I had the opportunity to make them an offer by recommending one of the resources on my list for entrepreneurs, right? So, is that something, number three, that you're able to do? If not, can you carve out time to make a list of some resources you're connected as an affiliate so that you can share those resources with your community? So, let's say you said, okay, LaShonda, you're talking about money, you're talking about credit. My ears are perked up. What resource did you share with this particular individual? We were talking about different credit platforms, and one of the ones that I recommended to him was that Capital One has some great money saver credit cards. And so I gave him my link, sizzlesense.com/TCO for Try Capital One, right? So that's where he went, right? There you go. Sizzlesense.com/TCO for Try Capital One. He had the opportunity to see a few of the cards, and I think he selected the saver card. There was the prime, what is it called? Premium. I think there was like a premium one. There were a few of them for him to choose. And sorry, incoming call at the same time as I am trying to check in with y'all. There were a few of them for him to choose, and that's the one that he went with. I think it was the Saver One card, if I'm not mistaken. So I say that to say the last thing that I wanted to share with you today is being ready for opportunities. When people come to you and they pick your brain and you're going to be sharing with them some of your favorite tools, some of your favorite resources, some of your favorite love it lists, you should intentionally be getting revenue, right? As an affiliate. Okay. Now, food for thought. Definitely let me know if you've tried any of these or you are going to tap into them. Again, this is just a super quick check-in with y'all. Number one, creating or updating an online store. Number two, working on a big, beautiful bundle, especially when it comes to end of year sales. Can you create an end of year bundle? Number two. And for me, number three, intentionally offering your information, your advice, your favorite lists and resources as an affiliate. So as you are sharing, you're getting paid with free, strategic, and intentionally. Okay. Let me know what any of these that are helpful to you. And of course, make sure that you are either going to be joining us live or catching the replays of the webinar workshop I'm doing tonight at 7 p.m. EST on 23 weekend profit projects, right? So going into 2023, I want to make sure that you have at least 23 awesome ways to make money strategically, intentionally, consistently online. SisterSense.com/23 WPP for weekend profit projects from yours truly. If, of course, you have any questions, you can always send me a message or email sistersense@gmail.com. And when you're on the sistersense.com website, you can click the gray tab on the right to send me a message. All right. Mwah. That's it, y'all. I'm out. I've got some mommy holiday things to do. And then, of course, I'm going to jump back on here with you real soon for another dose of direction. So don't forget, turn on alerts and notifications so you can see when I'm live and you can jump on here live with me. Definitely let me know 1, 2, 3, if any of these three, right? Stores, end of year bundles, or Love It list, affiliate resources are things you're going to do. 1, 2, 3. Let me see that. Number 2. And of course, as I mentioned before, turn on alerts so you can see when I jump on here live. All right. So, catch you on the flip side. Till next time. Take care. Bye.